Jackie.
Huh?
Jackie, listen. We're on the shore.
The shore?
I guess that's a buoy in the distance. We're up here on Newfoundland.
You just flicking your beer can.
What's that?
You're just flicking your beer can.
Nope, it's the sounds of the shore. Go, go.
What?
There was a... There we go. Now, listen now when I flick it. It doesn't make any noise.
Well, maybe you ought not open them up in.
Good one. This is a good one.
Well,
got me a good one. It's a 50.
I figured if you stayed at it, you'd come around to find me a good
too.
one again. Yeah,
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I thought I could give it up now, but I know just around the corner, you can't give up your faith. You got to have faith.
Well, that's one way of looking at it, yeah.
If I'd stopped after the 7th, 8th, 10th, 12th terrible beer I got out of that cooler, right now I wouldn't be enjoying this delicious one.
I know it. And I tell you what, I'm so glad. Makes you happy pouring that down your fat face.
Thanks, Jackie. You didn't have to say fat.
Well,
but the rest
of
the
cinnamon, if you didn't pull so many of them back, you may not be as fat as you are. Maybe if you just, flicked them with your finger.
We should start an app that's an alarm.
A what?
And we call it Can Ring Alarm.
What can ring alarm?
And on your phone when you need to set
I
a
don't
timer.
have none of that apps on the phones, any of that. I don't have any of it. I don't need it.
Well, what if you have an egg boiling? How you know when the egg's ready?
Look, I've been working in the kitchen all my life for some way or another. I think I know how long an egg or anything else needs to boil.
What if you're going to take a 2-hour nap and you cannot oversleep? How do you get up? How do you know without...
Well, when I was young, and you had a rooster outside got you up. You didn't need no phone.
Not a nap? You had a nap rooster?
A what?
A rooster for naps?
I didn't have the luxury of taking naps whenever I wanted to.
You couldn't just say, everybody chill, I'm going to take a nap?
I used to take naps probably when I was a youngin'. And now, it's only when you's a baby or when you's old like me, because I do take naps now, as you know.
Yeah, right. You go lay down on that towel in the back.
Well, I get wore out. I need to, I'm up there in age. I'm lucky I got as much energy as I do, so. But yeah, when you was a young, enjoy them when you was a youngin'. And well, hell, enjoy them when you're old too, I guess.
I enjoy them now.
Well, you old, pretty much getting there.
You hear that?
I hear you flicking the can with your finger.
This is a Febreze can we got down here. It doesn't do a lick of good.
Well, we still got
smell-wise.
There's literally cans of every kind of smell thing laying around in here. There's Glade, and all of them about half used. Because you give up about halfway. Well, some of them you went all the way through, but most of them about half.
Doesn't do it good. Didn't do a lick of good.
Didn't do nothing.
The candles, plug-ins, renews-its.
I don't miss them candles burning here like you sitting around hippies or something, lighting candles. I never saw no reason to light a candle unless you romantic date or Abraham Lincoln. Other than that,
who else lights candles? Romantic date, Abraham Lincoln. Satanists?
The devil people, yeah. Well, that's hippie. I put all that Charles Manson, hippies, devil, all that together.
Charles Manson, devil people all together.
Yeah.
Catholics?
Well, yeah, they do. Yeah, they got, mass or whatever. They go look at the pretty pictures like that. Yeah.
There's more to it than I don't think it's just like looking at pictures.
Well, all the Catholic church, I'm giving credit. When you go in there, they're pretty. I don't understand anything that goes on in one of them. I went to a funeral. Old man used to work here, Mr. Harris. years and years ago. He'd been dead since about 1978, I think. 78, 79, 80, right around there. But he's Catholic, and when we went to his funeral, I didn't know, get up, sit down. I didn't know what to do.
Is that you left, right? Made his family mad.
I went outside till I got, you supposed to, well, all you did, nobody had to get mad. They when put them in the ground is when it counts. I went to the funeral home, and then I tried my best, and it's pretty in there, but the chance or whatever it is, up and down. And again, I was younger back then, but still, when he died, I was still old enough where I can't,
The way I hear it told in the Catholic anti-Jackie community here in town.
Oh, hell.
Is that I said out loud, that's enough of this.
Well, I didn't say it out loud. It was under my breath if I said anything like that.
Now, nowadays, if you said that, people might say, well, he's old. Back then,
I was
you were
still
old, not old enough to excuse talking out loud in a funeral.
Well, another thing, I used to smoke back in them days. Now, I quit smoking, I don't know, 2 years ago, something like that. But back then, and you can't, it don't matter what church you're at.
But this was late 70s. You could have got away with it.
Well, they sat there and looked at me, give me a hump or whatever, but I know damn well back then, they had the priests, they smoked as much as anybody did.
Or more, because of everything that's happened to them.
Yeah.
What does that sound like to you?
It sounds like you flicking a can is what it sounds like.
So what we do is record this, and then we set up an app, and anybody, like, I got to get up in 2 hours. Got to go to that Catholic funeral. Okay, it's almost 2 hours. I'm still asleep. Then
it just sounds like you. I'm sitting there looking at you, though. You just sitting there like, well, close my eyes. Do it now. I'm closing my eyes.
Okay.
No, I just know it's you over there. That's all it's going to be to me because that's what it is.
This Febreze is called Spring and Renewal. It's purple bottle.
Yeah. Purple, pink, yellow, blue, which color spray smells down here?
None of them done. I don't know what all is dead in here.
I ain't anything dead in here now.
It's a lingering dead.
Well,
animal.
something been dead in here for a while.
Wet paper.
It takes something that long. It's dying that long. I mean, it's dead, whatever. Going through its stages. That smell just don't automatically just up and go when you take the dead thing out.
Why do you have just a box of old shoes in here? Why don't you get rid of that?
Some of them still... I don't wear them anymore. Got to wear, somebody.
They're rotted through from your foot sweat.
Well, a cobbler or something. They get a hold of it, fix it. One of these days you're going to take it. There's a few of them left. Not many of them, but there's few. Cobbler, what you call, shoe repair. You could.
Mr. Harris's brother.
Yep.
The Catholic cobbler. He's got that store over there. In Catholic Town, you take it to him. Maybe you repair some bridges.
He don't give. There wasn't but a few people, and I ain't gonna name no names, got mad at me for not sitting out, and they's related to him. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Nobody else give a damn whether I was in there standing up, sitting down. They know I paid my respect my way, the way Lord is.
Jesus is wherever you go.
That's right.
Whether you sitting down, standing up, or what you're doing, laying back.
You do whatever. There's some people, that's what somebody needs to tell them. There's a lot of people, myself included, that can't just get up and sit down all the time. And I guess if I can't do that, I guess they'd say I was going to hell.
Well, now you're just putting words in their mouth.
Well, I ain't going to stand there long enough to find out nothing against. Now, like I said, it's pretty. The prettiest picture of Jesus I ever seen in my life. Now, Lord knows I've seen pictures of Jesus everywhere.
Yeah.
All
You
through my
remember
life.
the first one you ever saw?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Must have been back on a fan or something back then that didn't, Baptist church, hot, all women be fanning themselves, and they
Women be fanning.
Yeah. Well, back then they were just not just women. Men, men look silly doing it. Sometimes a woman do it for a man, because a man does it himself. It looks silly with the fan.
Sexy, man in control, emperor.
Whatever it is, it's just the way the culture was. Whatever. That's just
so.
tradition.
Man has to sweat unless woman take a fan to him. I know you don't make the rules. I'm just saying.
Well, the way it used to be, even if a man sweating to death, awful in a three, and ain't nothing worse sitting in a Baptist church. No, I mean, now church is good. I'm just saying in a physical sense, with a 3-piece suit on in the hot summertime. Trust me, every man in there wanted to, but used to be. When I ain't saying it's right or wrong, whatever, it used to be if you sit there and took it, that's what being a man was. You sit there, that's what you did. You went to church. You love God, Now, women were expected to back in, I ain't going to sit through this. Maybe they had more common sense. I don't know. But they'd fan you off too, because they knew damn well.
See, the patriarchy harms everyone.
All I knew them fans back there, preachers, smart as a lick, because everybody had fans, they'd pass them out, because they knew how hot it, in the summertime it did. And on the back of every fan, drew picture of Jesus. That's the first one I ever saw.
Now, on the other side of it, funeral home advertisement.
No, it was not. I don't think it was it on there, no.
What, like after church, come by Pie Warehouse. Get you
I don't think that. How would you know? You weren't there when I was a youngin'. You weren't even born yet. You don't know what the fan looked like.
When they come up on eBay,
well,
I try to pick some up for Granny's collection. She has that big church fan collection down in the. Remember?
Oh, I know what. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Remember, and it caught fire.
Bless your heart. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to.
Bless your heart.
Because they old and brittle.
Well, they don't have
paper fans.
You can't find them anymore. Every church got air conditioning,
And whatever ink they use on the picture of Jesus is super flammable. So, because that wasn't even any.
Well, fan burn up don't matter what's on it. Ain't just because
Right.
Jesus on it. Anything, a
extra.
dog, cat, anything. If it's a fan, it'll burn up.
Well, they got some with dogs and cats on them.
Well, flowers, what you usually see.
Flowers.
Woman hold,
Jesus, flowers, dogs and cats in the flowers. Some of Jesus planting flowers, picking flowers. Those called the Jesus flower fans.
Well, I also have them Asian fans. They all back in, what's his name? The detective. I can't think of his name.
Columbo?
No, Asian one. Oh,
Quincy.
it's before your time, too. You don't remember? It's old black and white.
I don't know exactly who you're talking about, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be racist.
This is just, I didn't make a damn movie. It's just what that was what was on when I was a youngin'.
Are you talking about Charlie Chan?
That's his name, yeah. That is something Lang or something. Dr. Lang. I can't remember. But he had fans all the time, and they had, that kind of writing on it.
Jesus?
No, not Jesus. They didn't know Jesus. I mean, if, they whatever it is, Buddha, that's what that is, right? You see a fan of Buddha on it everywhere. You go to, buffet.
Yeah.
All over in there, yeah.
And on the back, it's like, don't forget the pudding to settle your stomach.
I don't know if I ever flipped it over.
It's just telling you, don't forget the pudding.
I don't need no fan to tell me that.
Were we talking about something before we got sidetracked on the fan?
Listen, I ain't got 2 or 3 window eyes. How many times I got to hit it to get it to go so we can get this thing over with? I ain't got 2 hours sit down here. You supposed to, how many?
Oh, are you waiting on the? Oh, yeah. No, wait. Hold on.
I was waiting to go. I want to do my sponsor and then get it over with. You won't talk about fans. Quit flicking your can over
I
there.
know that's what you're waiting on. What are you waiting on?
How many times I hit the microphone to start it?
You know we've been going this whole time.
What?
12 times.
Oh, hell. Well, all right. Then that's half of the. All right, that's your Parkers right there. I'm going to do my sponsor, and I got to go. All right?
Sure. Where are you going again?
Home. It's Sunday. It's a one day. Well, it depends. Today, I think we're going to hang out a little bit after upstairs for a while.
Who's hanging out up there?
Just me and some friends. That's all you need to know.
Well, I need to know how long I'm going to hang out up there with you
Well,
guys.
I got to be up there, so you could sit down here and do this while I'm up there. How's that sound?
And you going to be up there, how long are we going to be up there hanging out?
I'm not privy to tell you. I don't know.
Is
Depends
anybody
on how
bringing
long I
some
want
food?
to.
Should I order a pizza for us or?
You can order whatever you want. I ain't going to pay for it. You can tell them to deliver it to you at your grandma's house.
Yeah, but I won't be there. I'll be upstairs
I'm
hanging
going
out.
to do my sponsor. Just let me do it and get over with.
Is it a surprise party?
Everybody knows, and I don't particularly want to talk about this, but I already took $25. I didn't know what I was getting into, but I guess I got into this, and I'm a man of my word, so I'm going to go ahead and get over with. Now I love her to death. She's the salt of the earth, a lovely, kind, tough woman. And I'm talking about old Adela Mule Rider. And last time I was on here, she'd gone through a rough patch. She's doing better, like I said. And you take a magazine, get on the carriage, she'll read it and, tell you her thoughts on the day, kind of like what we do in here,
All
except
right,
she do it outside.
New news carriage around the
Old square, yeah. Well, I don't know. That's what happens. Election time, I'm trying not to go crazy. But sometimes people go crazy when election time. And I guess she's one of them. She got Rand Paul stickers, Rand Paul president stickers all over the carriage. Got it like stenciled on the side of Toby.
She drew Rand Paul sign
On the horse.
on the Toby is the horse.
Drew one on him and then come up with a Rand Paul brand and branded the other one.
Branded Second Epiphany, the former race
Horse, yeah.
And poor Bluto the mule,
He's
fortunately
gone, yeah.
or unfortunately, is no longer around to go through this.
Well,
Who knows what she would have done to him?
mule gets up in there, it's what happens. It's his life, nature.
Has anybody started Mule Uber yet? We talked about that a little bit last time, but Mule Uber would be a great business opportunity for somebody. You got to get where you're going
Yeah.
and do it on a mule, kind of like Dilly Mule
Nobody's
Rider,
gonna
but make more sense.
That don't make any more sense. Well, I guess it'd make more sense nowadays because she's doing this, what she calls filibuster around the square. Now, I don't support this or anything. I like her. I support her. She's a good friend, known her for years. Just love her to death. She's just going through a phase right now. She's been through a rough time, whatever. But she'll get on there. You get on there, she take everything wrong with the Patriot Act, everything wrong, and then say all that mess. She'll just, you'll hear it for 11 hours. Filibuster around the square, Della Mule Rider, Toby Horse, Second Epiphany. It sound like Rand Paul. Might as well have him in there too. Whether he ain't there in the flesh, he gonna hear it. So I did my duty. That's what she's doing. That's it. I said it. Did a sponsor. If she's still doing this next week, I cannot get. I don't know if I can accept her $25.
This makes sense. This is why when I drove through the square this weekend, I kept seeing Don Podge riding in the carriage, listening to her talk just over and over again.
Well,
That makes sense. He's just sitting back there and enjoyed it. Don Podge, libertarian-leaning man behind Tax Whiz.
He's entitled. If that's what he wants to listen to, he can,
So they are finding, I hope this isn't causing problems between him and Miss Phillips of Kitty Pillows fame. Because, I mean, that's how affairs happen. Let's be honest.
No, say, how can it, they out in the open for 11 damn hours going around a square. They ain't doing nothing. He's sitting there listening to it. That's
they
it.
Don't
start saying
those romantic, passionate words of Rand Paul echoing through the night.
I don't.
They're behind two decorated horses.
I don't know about Toby, but
they're caught up in the moment of a cause. They're caught up in a cause. And they riding around, and she's talking until she get hoarse. Not that different than usual, let's be honest. Wearing her bonnet. Don Podge also caught up in the cause, wearing one of his many disguises, because as we know, Don Podge is also a master of disguise.
The other day, somebody said she was riding around Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney. He's dead.
I know he's dead. That's somebody needs to tell Don Podge that, I guess.
Oh, he was dressed up like Mickey Rooney.
Oh, no, he looked like Mickey Rooney. He's supposed to be Mary Tyler Moore, Lou Grant.
He was supposed to be Ed Asner or Captain Steubing. Well, I don't know which one looks more like Mickey Rooney.
I don't know which one does either. That's just what they were saying around the store.
If Don Podge dressed up like, if we said, Don Podge, you need to dress up like Captain Steubing from Mary Tyler Moore or Lou Grant from Mary Tyler Moore, which one would look more like Mickey Rooney?
Well, he ain't going to want to be dressed like a captain or nothing, Love Boat, right? Is that who? Yeah.
Yes.
He ain't going to have stripes or badges, nothing like that on him. So Lou Grant, that's who he's going to be.
So they're going around talking about the evils of the NSA, and you know how things happen. Miss Phillips at home with all them border kids. He's out having a romantic night.
He ain't.
And I'll tell you this, 11 hours going around the square, that's got to be driving Wesley Press, Miss Phillips' former lover. No, wait, get confused. Dilly Mule Rider's former lover, Wesley Press, who lives in an apartment under the square, under the courthouse on the square. Dilly Mule Rider going round and round the square, 11 hours. Don Podge in the back.
You worse a soap opera just sitting there mouthing off a story. Like this, people's private lives.
Is this worse than a soap opera? Not sure. I don't know if this is. It may be worse than a soap opera. I just had never heard it put like that.
Well, that's what who dated who and who's going out with whoever.
I don't know.
I don't usually like to know any of that business, no matter whether it's on TV or real life. Either way.
I wonder if Leslie Press helped get her into this Rand Paul stuff.
I don't know why I wonder about any of them. What do you care?
Because I heard Dilly Mule Rider and Wesley Press's
none of your business.
Wesley Press's sister, Leslie Press, is one turned him in. Apparently,
that's between them two. I don't.
Unabomber.
I wouldn't turn my flesh. If I turned my own flesh and blood over to the FBI, I must have had good cause for it. That's all I can say.
Leslie Press, apparently affected by the guilt, was working at liquor stores across the country until she'd get fired and smoking cigarettes. Because there's not many places you can smoke at work, and liquor stores is usually one of them. I guess she run out of liquor stores because she's back and she's hanging out with Dilly Mule Rider, and Wesley Press going to be sitting in that weird apartment of his with the hoarder newspaper stacks.
That's where he lives. Of course, he sits there. He can do whatever he wants. It ain't our business. Ain't none of that our
Smoking
business.
inside now.
Now,
hearing that, can you imagine what it'd be like to be dumped by Dilly Mule Rider, a woman who wears a bonnet, first of all. Second of all, her business is driving around and around where you live. And she drives around in a very audible way with the clippy-cloppy of the horses. So you're sitting in there trying to hate masturbate.
All right, I ain't gonna listen to this. It's none of your business what he does. It ain't. I don't want to hear about it.
Well, over there's where if they had NSA, they would have seen my ex-husband. Whatever she says.
I don't want to know about her ex. I don't want to know about. Right now, I ain't even happy I had to do her for a sponsor till she gets off this Rand Paul stuff.
So that's Dilly Mule Rider.
I'll let you say it this time. I don't keep me from saying it again.
Filibuster around the square.
I hope she'll be our sponsor next week. And by saying that, she's going to have to be enough of this Rand Paul. See, I don't know how she's going to change that brand around. The other thing she can wipe off, tear off. But that brand is going to be on that second of Peffy forever. So I don't know.
Jackie, I got a sponsor this week. I think you're really going to like him.
Yeah.
You remember last week our sponsor, the show was Slick Sheets.
Slick Sheets.
You remember Slick Sheets?
Oh, like slippy slide.
Yeah, like a slippy slide.
Summertime, yeah.
Summertime, heating up.
Yeah.
What's the best way to cool down? Well, get on one of these sheets of plastic that is coated with a mixture of water and oil, and you just go scooting down that thing.
Yeah.
A fine spray of water and oil cascading up under the white T-shirt he gives you to wear.
Yeah.
He has a deal. It's for kids.
Well, yes, kids like to slip and slide up and down. Yeah.
And
like
for
summertime.
the mothers,
yeah,
they have to go down it. Kids can do it for free. The
well,
mothers
that's good, yeah.
do it twice. One time real slow.
Well, I don't.
That's Slick Sheets. That is owned and operated by Slick Sheets, who for years and years has tried to come up with.
What if a mama had 4 or 5 kids? Oh, she got it.
Yep, she's gonna have a busy afternoon.
Yeah, to me, early it sounded like a good. I mean, I don't want some mamas like to, play with kids, do whatever they do, and so I understand that. That's fine, but.
Some of these mothers come back day after day.
Well, I mean, it's good to give something for kids to let them do it for free.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them from playing computer games and keep them from, getting in gangs or anything like that, drug stuff. Then, yeah.
Kids go down it.
I'm glad.
Then the mother again, but slower, like she's fighting her way down it.
I don't.
That's Slick Sheets. This is not our sponsor this week. Slick Sheets,
Right.
owned and operated by Slick Sheets, who for years tried to come up with a business he can name after himself. Finally come up with it. It's going great. He's making a lot of friends with mothers.
He used to have a business, same Slick Sheets I know, used to run that Take Two.
That brings us to our sponsor today is Take Two.
What?
It is Take Two. It was formerly owned and operated by Slick Sheets, right?
He don't run it no more, though, does he?
No, he could not get it off the ground.
Right.
Well, it was used to be called Slick Sheets 1, we'll call it. Then he changed it to Take Two. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to go into business, something that provides joy to children and lets women who want to put on a little show for me.
What? Oh, don't.
So he gave up Slick Sheets 1, Take Two. But now Take Two, Jackie, is thriving. It's doing better than ever. Business is going gangbusters.
Who's running that?
Well, his brother. He sold it to his brother. Dick Sheets. So Dick Sheets is over there running.
Dick Sheets.
Dick Sheets, Slick.
I know Slick Sheets. I don't know his brother then.
You don't know Dick Sheets? Look, it's simple. Dick Sheets is the older brother.
Yeah.
Slick Sheets is Dick's younger brother. His name is something like Charlie or Roger, but they'd see him coming up, walking up the sidewalk, and go, "There's old Dick and Slick." You know, that's how he got
Nicknames.
the name.
Yeah.
Slick.
I got
Dick
yeah.
rhymes with Slick.
I didn't know. I don't know his brother. I know Miss Slick.
But Slick is like, I gotta get out of this. This business is driving me crazy. I gave it a new name. Nobody's coming in here. Dick, see what you can do. Dick Sheets moves in, takes over Take Two, and suddenly they are going gangbusters.
Well, good for him. If you got a business that's thriving in today, yeah, good for
Well,
him.
it's the economy. It's Obama.
Yeah.
Because I guess we should let the people in on Take Two is used dryer sheets. You go in, you got a wide selection of them, all the different flavors, hanging up on the wall. The store is just corkboard and push pins. And so you just pick out all the used dryer sheets you want, because those are good. You can use them two or three more times.
You use them just one time. Some of them so strong smelling, I don't even want it to go all the way through one drying cycle, because I'll put it in and then open the dryer and get it out, because I don't want,
It's too much.
Yeah, I like about halfway. I ain't found a good one till I started going Take Two. I was upset when it went out of business. I thought it did anyway, but I guess not. No.
Well, it went out of business. He started it. It was Slick Sheets, because after you use a dryer sheet, they get kind of slick and worn down. So Slick Sheets was that was the first Slick Sheets before he come up with the slip and slide thing with the oil and the water.
That's
and the
for
women.
children.
And for the children. So then he changed the name to Take Two, and so people kept coming in thinking it was like a consignment shop or it was like a thrift store.
I thought something like Big Lots or something like that.
Where's I need a lamp, or I need a pair of pants.
No.
And it was just dryer sheets, but he didn't have them organized. I don't think he'd found the right, he didn't have them at the right stage of their decomposition or their evolution, as Dick Sheets calls
Well,
it.
they were just, I hope, was doing something still the same, because back then, they was just fine with me.
Well, sometimes you get them, it's still too much. Sometimes you get them, it's not enough. What Dick Sheets has done in Take Two is he goes to all the laundromats, goes to their garbage cans, and he finds he can stretch them and pull them, put them up to his nose, lick them a little bit. He can kind of rub them on his skin. He's got one thing. He's got like you know how in movies, like in Sharky's Machine at the beginning when Burt Reynolds takes a little bit of that cocaine and he puts in that test tube.
Yeah.
Remember he had that tube and whatever he did.
That's how the police science is what that was. It showed him that was a real, whatever drug it was, it was, he got killed for it.
So Dick Sheets has something like that he uses when he goes to the laundromat. So
I don't know how. He used to have now Slick Sheets. I don't know. I ain't telling anybody how to do the business. He had a donation center, so we didn't have to dig through the garbage. But whatever. I don't. Well, if he's doing better, then fine. That's fine.
Dick thinks that's too much like people just bringing their garbage in. He said, you know what? First thing we got to do is make this look cool. Make it look like we're letting you in on a secret. Not a bunch of idiots bringing me stuff they fished out of stuck to their drawers. This is stuck appealingly, push-pinned into corkboard. Thousands and thousands of dryer sheets.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of dryer sheets you want.
I didn't know about thousands. I thought 100. I'll go.
He opened up the back room. He opened up that back room.
I'll go down there. Yeah. Like I said, I already.
You can go in the front or you can go in the back. Either way.
I'll go. They're all same to me, but the people, appreciate a certain kind, that's fine. Like I said, brand new one too strong for me. Just too yeah, and need just a little bit, and about, that's why if Take Two still help me out with that situation, then will frequent that establishment. Yes, sir.
They say like forest rain, but it just smells like dryer sheets.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if you were in the forest and it started raining and it smelled like them dryer sheets, you'd think it was the end of the world.
Perfume is. Some of that stuff says it's like it's supposed to be fly. What's the one with a bear on it? Which don't make any sense. I don't want anything smell like a little bear. Little stuffed animal bear.
Snuggles?
Whatever it is, I don't know. There's different pictures on it. It's supposed to smell like that. Well, I like my clothes to have a little smell to it, but I don't want to come out smelling like, just come out of the, hooker house, something like that. Excuse my language, but that's what's, just that perfume smell.
You just want a fresh, crisp. See, that's why Take Two. You got to
well,
go down
when
Take
I
Two.
work down here, I smell like barbecue. I'd say, 18 hours, 20 hours of the day. And I like to start out the day as far away from that as I can, because, you get, it's not that I'd mind smelling that way, it's just, I smell a little cleaner every now and then, because you get grease, ashtray, empty it out, everything, you get everything all over you, work here all day. So I just a little smell I like.
Yeah, a little smell.
Yeah.
Little smell.
Not all, not, what, all over you, just perfume, like somebody just spilt a fancy perfume bottle.
Yeah.
Somebody knocked it over. You ever go in like Kmart, Kroger, somewhere, and somebody knock over all that stuff, it break out all over the floor, make you sick to your stomach.
Yep. Or sometimes you go in Kroger and somebody opened a box of dryer sheets. It's almost as bad.
Yeah.
If you went home right now, anybody who lives at home, and anybody who lives in a house or a home, you know who you are. If you went home and you opened up your closet where you keep your dryer sheets and you just ripped that box open, you just dumped them all out on the floor, you wouldn't be able to sleep there. You'd have to leave all the windows open and find you a Motel 6. It'd be uninhabitable.
I always kept it out in the garage. I wouldn't let it in the house. Wouldn't bring it inside the house. You left it out there but wash and dry it outside.
It's the only way you can stand it.
I still couldn't stand it then half the time. I'd get in the truck and get it running a little bit in the garage.
I don't know why people use these things.
Huh?
They're horrible.
I guess because there ain't nothing else offered to them. If there was another way, get your clothes where you stack clean and get like a little smell on it.
A little smell.
Somebody needs to patent that, figure that out, because people, I guarantee you, people all over the world would throw all that in the garbage.
Right, you need little smell dryer sheets.
People are ready for something else.
Look, they're creating industries on the back end here because you got people like Dick Sheets and his brother Slick Sheets. They're trying to figure out this market for people who want little smell dryer sheets, not big, overwhelming.
Yeah,
You can't stomach it.
No. It makes me sick to my stomach. I don't like that sweet smell. No, sir.
So somebody needs to sit down in a laboratory and come up with little smell dryer sheets. Maybe Dick and Slick are working on it right now.
Well, until then, at least we got Take Two. I'll be going down there to Take Two.
Yeah, you can walk in Take Two and you go, like, this smells nice. It smells fresh. Nice.
Even with all of it together in
Thousands
there.
of them, yeah.
Now, I ain't been there since you opened up the back room. I can't speak on that.
Well, he usually keeps the door open back there, let air out a little bit. And he got them fans running, take
big
it out
fans,
through
yeah.
the ceiling, yeah. But other than that, it smells pretty good.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to shut the doors and close the windows, turn off the...
Well, no, nobody wants to do that. We already said that. No,
even with these old ones, you wouldn't want to turn off the air distribution system and... You wouldn't, and just sit in there. You'd pass out, even at Take Two.
Maybe if scientists would get off a hind end and quit telling everybody the world's about to burn up or whatever mess, polar bears, and maybe put something that we need, put the mind to it, find something instead of them dryer sheets. I'm telling you, anything. Come up with something better. All the technology got today.
We're sitting around. Supposed to be the greatest country on earth.
Yeah,
I
bet you right now. Since Obama's in office, I bet, you know what?
That's what's different.
What do you think they got in China? I guarantee you ain't none of them got to put them things in the laundry. None of them.
Oh, you go to China and you open up a box of dryer sheets, you're like, well, these is perfect. They figured it out. No matter what Carly Fiorina says about them, they figured out dryer sheets everywhere around the world. Even socialist Europe, South America, you name country after country, they do not put up with this dryer sheet shit we're putting up with over here in America.
No.
And it's Obama's fault. I don't know if he's in the pocket of the dryer sheet industry or the perfume industry. The perfumes that go in dryer sheets industry.
And we didn't know what they was talking about because back in the day when they said ancient Chinese secret, they weren't kidding.
I don't say this all the time, but I think we could learn a lot from them when it comes to...
Well, when it comes to,
dryer sheets at least.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Ask Jackie Bowles.
Folks, hi. My name's Dunlap. Welcome to the Red State Update podcast for the week of May 31st, 2015. Jackie, it's almost June.
Yep.
June.
Doing it again.
Middle of the year. Another one gone.
Yeah.
How many more of these do you think you have left?
I don't know. I ain't got no say in it.
Is that why you're going to go hang out upstairs? Or you going to hang out with some friends or whoever's up there?
I'm going, yeah.
Who is up there?
There's some buddies of mine coming by. Just going, shoot the breeze, as they say.
It'll be nice for us to shoot the breeze with some of your buddies.
It'll be nice for me and my friends, yeah.
I mean, I don't have anything going on.
You got to take this thing here, go put it on the computer is what you got to do. That's the most important thing.
I don't think have we even ever been late with one? They won't care if I'm late.
Hell, I don't remember.
We turn this on up there and just sit around and talk to everybody and put that out over there.
I ain't going to put them through this. Hell no.
Is it? Who all is it?
It don't. People I know. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Reese Stick?
Huh?
Is it Reese Stick? Is he one of them?
I don't know. I don't know who's coming.
Jackie,
Huh?
I'm sure you've got a lot to accomplish tonight with your friends. Your stupid
ain't trying to accomplish.
Friends.
Hey, we ain't trying to accomplish nothing. Just trying to enjoy good company. You the one always scheming, scamming, all that stuff, trying to figure something out. I give up a long time ago.
I know you give up a long time ago.
I don't care.
Look at you.
Well,
I still got some fight left in me.
yeah, let's see. After talk about what's happening in the news this week. Let's see how much fight you got left. I'm through.
Well, okay, Jackie. Rand Paul
Oh.
is filibustering, whatever. He's trying to get rid of the NSA. Anti-George W. Bush. How it sounds
That's
to me.
one thing he
George
did.
W. Bush.
One thing he did is getting that going to protect us from 9/11. I mean, not actual 9/11, but after that, because back then there's only a few people who knew.
They knew about 9/11. They
should have told.
They just didn't tell the right people.
It didn't go. Chain of command wasn't working. Somebody should have lost a job over it. I'm gonna say it right now. Whoever it was,
George W. Bush.
He's trying to make up for it. Bless his heart, and come up with this plan to keep us safe from here on out.
And now you got a Rand Paul glitch in the system.
He don't know. Rand Paul don't make a bit of sense to me. He says one thing one day and another day. He's the one that all people don't want to talk to police in the car. That's all like him here in Murfreesboro. You ride,
Right.
Let me see your ID and those. I ain't showing you nothing. I ain't got to do nothing. officer, you know, that's Rand Paul. That's what authority is. See, same thing. Maybe people act right in knowing that somebody's watching them all the time. Now, Obama's about to leave office. Now, that's the reason I don't have a computer. I got a phone bucket. I don't like any of that stuff in here. But Obama's going to be gone.
And then the right people will be using it.
Well, we can only hope. We can only hope.
So you're saying that somebody watching you all the time makes you a better person?
It should. It don't.
Well, that's what God is for.
Well, some people don't believe in God. That's what's so pitiful about it. I believe in God, so I'm already acting right. If you want to watch along with God, you go on ahead.
So if you believe in God, God's watching you all the time.
Well, of course he is.
If you don't believe in God, those people need the NSA.
Because if they ain't got nothing, bless their hearts, you know, what poor pitiful them. They going to see what's going to like in the days, see where they wind up.
No wonder Rand Paul, because he believes in Aquaman God.
Aquabuda, what is that? He's crazy back in. He's still crazy now.
He's probably trying to cover up the camera on his computer, all this stuff, trying to keep the government prying eyes off of his atheist computer.
He don't even want that. Yeah.
So we'll have to see how this shakes out.
Well, he ain't going to be president. I don't know what they're going to. They may mess this up if they can. Right now, they got ISIS going on. People seem to forget. I don't know why they forget. Because it's like, hey, Obama. Hey, Rand Paul. Hey, remember ISIS? Well, they just took over another city. Oh, that's fine. That's all right. Don't worry about them. Hell. They just looking for opportunity.
Well, John Kerry was over in Europe, supposed to meet with a bunch of people about stopping ISIS.
Yeah.
But, of course, he had his bicycle wreck.
Well.
And now he's
over there representing our country riding around on a bicycle. Don't you see him there got a little helmet on? How'd he get hurt? Because you know he got all them little pads on. That stupid little thing you put on your head. You ride your bike in your little bathing suit, him around Europe, wherever he was.
If we lose the rest of the world to ISIS because John Kerry rides a bicycle, I can't think of any worse reason.
That's the shape of the country.
If that's our Franz Ferdinand for the ISIS war, is John Kerry's bicycle wreck, somebody needs to sneak into the hospital right now and just put him out of his. I'm not advocating somebody actually sneaking into the hospital and killing John Kerry.
No.
I'm just saying if it turns out that we lost to ISIS because of his bicycle wreck, then he probably would want that.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
He should, in a way. I don't know whether it.
Other people probably wishing they were dead. Dennis Hastert.
Oh. Don't.
You want to talk about that story, Jackson?
I can't stand it. Every week somebody else has got to be touching children or something. I don't understand.
Allegedly.
I don't know. I just don't want to hear about it, whether it's alleged or real. Either way.
He was getting that money out to pay his accuser who was blackmailing him. I guess he lied to the FBI about that. That's why he's in trouble. I don't think he's in trouble yet for touching anything.
I don't want to hear about it. That's what they're saying in a way. I don't know what it is. It's got to be something bad.
So he didn't start paying them until later. Is that right? It wasn't when he was Speaker of the House.
I said 2010, something like that, wasn't it?
He wasn't trying to deal with the invasion of Iraq or...
He could have been promising it to him for a long time, you know.
I'm real busy.
I got that, yeah. First, impeaching Bill Clinton, that took up some time, hopefully on his part. Probably should have taken up a little bit more. And then, like you said, yeah.
And all this going on, he wasn't thinking, like, I could get that check in the mail. It was That came later. This person may have been calling him.
That's what he putting it off. He said, we're about to invade Iraq. Now I'll just give me a little more time. He probably said the date. He said by 2010 we should be here, and here, or whatever, and then I'll have time. I'll pencil you in.
He may have said, look, in 2010, 2012, at least by 2012, the Middle East is going to be in great shape. We've spent this last decade shoring it up. Polishing it like a beautiful gleaming jewel.
Then Obama comes along and threw all that to hell.
Right out the window.
Yep.
So now, Denny Hastert's accuser is watching events in the Middle East going, he promised.
Yeah.
Blame Obama.
Yeah.
How about blaming people who deserve it?
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders wrote an erotic.
Oh, see what? I'm through. I don't have anything to do with politics anymore. I had enough of it. One of them doing blackmail and one of them writing sex stuff. Why? Enough.
Pentagon shipped out a bunch of anthrax all over the world.
What? Who did they think they were sending it to? I heard that. They said they sent it to wrong place.
Yeah, who was expected anthrax?
Where's the right place to send that to?
There is no right place for anthrax. 385 people killed by police this year so far.
Some of them, I don't know. You'd have to, before you get me riled up about that, you have to go down each and every one, tell me the circumstances.
How much time do you got?
Not today. You have to do that. I'm gonna have to pull up Hastert schedule on that.
Nobody's really got. I mean, we should. I'm not saying we shouldn't do that, but man, that's 385 people.
I don't know circumstances. I'm not gonna jump to conclusions. If you just give me a number, a number sounds awful, but I don't know. Look at the politicians we just mentioned.
We don't know which ones deserved it.
Nope.
Until we go case by case.
That's right. Because you think of that, how many people Dirty Harry Carol in one movie?
Probably about 385.
And every one of them deserved it. Now, I know that's a movie. I understand the difference between that and real life. But, that movie's based on some real life.
Do you think maybe somebody watched Dirty Harry and got confused? They started counting up the bodies in Dirty Harry instead of the bodies.
Dirty Harry had an excuse to kill every one of them. He didn't go around killing people willy-nilly.
Because when I heard 385 killed by police so far this year, honestly, I thought that sounded a little low.
Well, it's a tough job. Yeah, I hear him.
O'Malley. Running as a liberal alternative, possibly running as a liberal alternative to Hillary Clinton.
Who gives a flip?
No, Bernie Sanders. As bad as the Republicans are, and
everybody's saying that, and I'll be honest, I ain't gonna name no names. I'm trying to help my party as much as I can, but everybody out there, running their mouth how horrible. Like all they keep saying, clown car and things like this. I'd rather be in the clown car with every single one of them crazy son of a guns than in a car with O'Malley, Hillary, and Bernie Sanders any day of the week.
And you'd have room in that car to stretch out.
I don't care. They can stretch out. It don't.
Like whoever's calling the radio station, it'd only be like 3 times before it come back to you. You stop at a store. You get some combos or whatever it is y'all want to eat for the road trip. It's not just like hundreds of different smells. It's just like, maybe Jim Webb's in there and he's got some nachos and Hillary's got like an apple.
Still got to listen to it.
But you got to listen to it.
Can you imagine? Shove me in. I may not even be able to breathe. I might suffocate in the other car.
But you'd rather be in there suffocating.
You damn right. You damn right. Then let's be honest. We've already heard everything. We know what Santorum's going to say. Pretty much know what Huckabee's going to be saying. You know what they're all going to be saying.
We've heard it before.
It's not like anything like, yeah, I remember, yeah, I mean, it'd be like that. Then Hillary and them would be like, Hillary don't say nothing, people wanting her emails. I feel sorry for a poor SOB's got to sit around and read Hillary Clinton's emails. I'm glad they're doing it. Keep up the good work. People talk about what a rough job policemen have, killing so many people over the year for whatever reasons. I feel sorry for that poor fella reading every one of them. I thank him. Thank him for the service. Hope to find something good.
Who else this week? Santorum come out official, right? And
he come out. Santorum come out. How many is official now? They all Bush said it, but he was wrong to say it. He messed up.
Right, and he said
that ain't the first time.
He said that's
ain't
not
the first time. That's about the 26th time he's messed up on something. He just needs to. He went into it. Now I know we call him names like Mushface, this and that. He went into it thinking, all right, I'll do the best I can, but he's in his own head. You know what I mean? He got his brother to contend to. Am I going? It's family. It's personal to him, and he can't think straight. He just can't think straight.
It'd be funny if he eventually he's like, you know what? Fuck it.
Hey, he don't need to say any of that language.
Actually, it would be cool if he literally come out and said, you know what? Fuck it.
I don't want to hear it. At this point in time, I'll be honest about this. I don't want to hear it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
That's his best course of action right now is for him to come out and say, fuck this.
Hey, I don't want to hear it, but I guarantee
I wouldn't do this if you paid me.
He'd go through the roof. The polls go through the roof.
They drag him into the White House. They win in a landslide right in. They drag him in the White House and him chuckling to himself the whole time. I guess I'm smarter than you thought I was. You said I was smart this whole time. I was smart.
Yeah.
He come out and said, fuck all this.
I'm not going to hear the language.
I'm out. You won't even be able to find me. Come try to find me. This is bullshit. It ain't worth it.
All right, enough. Good Dr. Ben Carson. I don't think he's got a chance to win, but I'm glad he's out there. Sometimes he says things he needs to say. Now, other times, I think he gets confused. His message gets confused. What he's trying to say, he tries to put it one way, and it sounds awful. I'll just be honest. There's 2 or 3 times he says stuff just sounds awful. But his heart's in the right place, so.
He's a doctor, not a speech maker.
That's right. He can get inside your brain and move stuff around. Now, you tell me. That's as smart as it is. If he's going to mess up every now and then on his talking parts, that's what they did on Bush, too. Remember? It was all of his talking parts.
Bush had probably never even touched a brain.
No, he wasn't. No.
And they still run him down the road. So, just to recap, that's Rand Paul, NSA, Hastert.
I'm still trying to figure out how many Republicans are running.
Gary
Pataki. Go down the list. Pataki. Santorum. Dr. Ben Carson. Lindsey Graham. Rand Paul, he ain't a Republican. He's calling himself one, but he ain't. Don't even count him and take him off the board.
What would you call him? A sassy Republican?
Ain't nothing. I don't know what he is. He got no respect for nothing and nobody.
But, Jackie, let's just play Rand Paul's advocate for a moment. If the government is collecting all this information on you, they're going through all your stuff, they're watching you like a hawk.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem like something? Yes, it's bad now because Obama's in, but even if George W. Bush had all this information, could this possibly be something you might not want our government to have hold of?
It's not about want what I want. It's about what's necessary for protection. It's not about what I want. It's about, how many people are worth, this Snowden fella say he's a hero. That's one man. How many is it worth for us to be able to, do what we want to do and nobody looking at us? Would you rather that or would you rather be dead? Well, some people say that, liberty to death. That's what they say. But I don't think necessarily somebody, I don't have no computer, number one. I ain't got no phone you put in your pocket. I ain't got that. And so the only way they listen to me is on the old landline telephone, which they've been doing that for years.
So you think they're doing stuff even before the Patriot
Well,
Act?
hell,
they keep doing it even when the Patriot Act expires.
If the government thinks it's got good enough reason to do something, what stops it?
I say do it, get rid of the Patriot Act, and then let them do whatever they want to, just so long as we don't have to know about it.
That's the way it used to be.
That's the best solution.
See, now China and I know they thought they were doing the right thing, and then people did it the wrong way. Remember when Cheney and Bush came out and said the methods, what do they call it, intense methods to get information out of them prisoners, Guantanamo.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called, negotiation, but some people say it's torture, which, is pretty much torture. But, they said, what? We're going to be upfront about this. It's about time we was nice people. If we're going to be looking in the people's houses and listening on their phone, let's go ahead and let them know what we're doing to these people over here to keep them safe. And what do people do? Like, oh, don't torture. Like they ain't been torturing people since CIA come and invented. We didn't know about it back then. Didn't nobody say, no, we don't do that. That's, that was enough for people back then.
Honesty. Underappreciated
Bush
quality
Cheney,
in George W. Bush and Dick Cheney.
The most honest, president.
Rulers.
Yeah, rulers, yeah. Presidents, whatever you call it.
Honest rulers.
We're going to invade Iraq. Well, they didn't necessarily attack us. I don't give a damn. That's where we're going. That's what we're going to do. And they sure enough did it.
Now, some of the details may have been
well, that's information now. They didn't lie. That's just information.
But they were up front. We're going in Iraq, period.
Yeah. Well, however this comes out, I think that's what they said, didn't they? They said, we're going to go away. We're going to wait till they see this stuff. Colin Powell shows us some stuff.
Right.
But either way.
We're going to Iraq.
Yeah. But go ahead. And, it wasn't just them. They even, look how honest they were. Let's put it to a vote. Didn't they do that? Yep. I believe they did.
We were going, but still.
Well, yeah, but, I'll let you vote. People don't like transparency. They sure don't.
Either we're going to be terrified of the government or we're going to be terrified of ISIS. We just pick who you want to be scared of. Line up behind the other people who are making money off of being scared of that group.
Lord help you if you're scared of both.
Yeah, because then you just...
Think old Hastert, how scared he was. All his damn life. $3 million worth of scared. That's a lot of scared. Now, whatever it was, and I ain't come out and said what it was, but what kind of life is that? That right there is a lesson. Don't go touching anybody or doing anything to anybody. You shouldn't do that. One reason, you just shouldn't do it. It's wrong. But if you one of them people don't believe in God watching you, don't care whether the government's watching you or not, just think to yourself, somebody going to end up with all my money if I do that.
Think about how much somebody could take you for if you do what you're about to do.
Whatever works that keeps you from touching,
If it's in the $3 million range, you probably shouldn't do it. If you're like, they might could get me up to $3 million. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Even if you have billions of dollars. Let's say you're Bill Gates and you want to do something
still, they'll take it.
Somebody.
They took him for about all he. They figured, that's a pretty good amount for.
whatever he.
Yeah, whatever he Speaker of the House, whatever else. Yeah.
Don't do anything that's going to cost you $3 million.
I tell you something else. You look at that youngin' before you touch or get crazy or whatever the hell's wrong with you. And before you do what's something you should never do, you say, I won't give that youngin' $3 million.
If you do, just give him the $3 million.
That's it. Don't do
the other thing.
No. Hell no. I tell you what, they can talk about police everywhere putting them body cams on. You know what now? Which don't seem to make any difference because they still showing video of people shooting everybody else and it don't make a damn bit of difference. But anyway, talk about put a camera on a policeman. They need to put one of them body cams on every youngin' there is in this country. Make people think twice. Let the NSA look at that.
That may be a better use of the NSA's time. Put body cameras on children. That way, nobody gonna touch them.
Yeah, and if they start to, swoop in, get them.
It's kind of like that to catch a predator, but just on every child constantly.
Well, it's sad that we live in a world that's how it's got to be. Pitiful.
And then, also, if ISIS is trying to recruit them, we'll see that.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. How old would you be before it took it off of you?
20
years old.
20 years old.
Well, some places, right, some people, when they turn 21 years old or 18, depending on liquor license, where state it is,
Whenever you can legally drink.
Well, some people need it on them more than ever before, just for their own,
Well, I guess what we should do is maybe just leave these on us for... it could be optional, but encouraged that you just keep it on you. That way, if maybe you drink too much, you don't get behind the wheel of the car. Just somebody always watching, just kind of having you back.
But that now, if you believe in God, you ain't gonna need any of this stuff. Let me just say right now. First off, you can go into and get all this fancy computer stuff and the wiring and the batteries and all that stuff, however much it costs, or don't cost you a thing, go to church. Well, tithing, you should give a little if you're able to. Everybody should.
But the Duggars.
Oh, don't.
That's all they do is believe in God.
They believe in him on TV.
Not in real life. Denny Hastert, you don't think he believes in God?
I don't know. I guess if... Not enough. That's all I'm going to say. Not enough.
What about all these police that shot all these people? They probably believe in God too, don't they?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't speak. Everybody has lapses, but not like that.
Does
Lord.
Does Bernie Sanders believe in God?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
He need to start writing books about communism and leave sex stuff alone. Make me sick to my stomach. Riding around in a car, Bernie Sanders reading dirty stories to you. That's a damn nightmare.
Hey, what do you think of this one, Hillary?
Oh. Make me sick to my stomach.
Hey, turn that radio down and listen to this. This is a hot one.
I think I just threw up my mouth a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to read another hot story when we get past the next mile marker.
Don't. I quit. I'll let you come up and sit and have 2 beers if you quit talking like Bernie Sanders.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. And that's forever, not just now. I don't want to ever hear Bernie Sanders talk sex talk.
Because I had one more line.
Oh, just get out of your system, and then that's it.
What? Does anybody have another synonym for penis? That was it.